Hi everyone, this is Maria's Budgeting. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you are new. So today I'm going to be doing my sinking fund update for the month of October. So here I have my sinking fund spread along with my spending tracker. I am going to use this page to guide me to fill out this page. So everything is color coordinated. The categories that are highlighted are the ones that I spent from throughout the month, and then whatever is not highlighted, I didn't spend from. So the first sinking fund I spent from is going to be Adventures, and I do have a $55 transaction here, and that was it for the month. Moving on to birthdays, I do have a $70 transaction and a $150 transaction, so that is a total of $220 between those two transactions. On to family fun, I do have one transaction of $35, and that is all. And my handwriting is terrible when I do this type of video. On to health, I have one transaction of $25. Moving on to holidays, I have a $30 transaction, and that is all. And three more categories to go. I have medical, which is a total of $40. On to personal spending, I have a $40 transaction. And then last but not least, toiletries, which is this color here, and it's $35. Okay, let's go ahead and calculate. I'm going to calculate this over here first. So I have 35, 40, 55, 40, 70, 150, 35, 30, and 25. So total of 480. Now I'm going to go ahead and calculate over here, and hopefully it's the same amount. So 55, 220, 35, 25, 30, 40, 40, and 35. So 480, that is correct. I'm going to write the number here, and then I'm going to write the number over here as well. What I'm going to do next is I am going to calculate how much I spent throughout the month. How much I added throughout the month. So Adventures got 15, 60 for beauty. Birthdays got 40. On to car insurance, 150 for the month. Nothing for cart maintenance, $20 for cart tags, $10 for casino, $100 for Christmas, $70 for clothing, $40 for electronics, nothing for emergency fund. Family fund got 35, $10 for gifts, $10 for health, $20 for holidays, 50 for home, 10 for household, nothing for investing. Medical got 40 for the month, 30 for personal spending, 10 for savings. I'm pretty sure did not get anything. I'm not sure why I wrote that in. I couldn't have gotten anything. So I'm going to do 10 for school, and then I'll just add $30 more. 20 for toiletries, and 260 for vacation. I am going to white out the $10 that I have for savings, because that is definitely not accurate. And I was about to put $10 again. Let me just calculate really quickly again. I'm pretty sure I did not add the $20 that I had listed for savings, but I'm not sure. So I'm just recalculating everything just to make sure that I got everything right. Yeah, so I have that I added 1030. I am honestly just hoping that I calculated right and that everything does add up. So we are going to calculate everything. So I started Adventures with 160. I added 15, so that makes it 175, but I did spend 55. So that leaves me with 120. On to beauty. 60 plus 60 is 120. Birthdays, 530 plus 40 is 570, minus 220, that makes it 5350. Car insurance, 1,650 plus 150 makes it 1,800. Car maintenance stays at 500. Car tax, 50 plus 20 is 70. Casino, 90 plus 10 is 100. Christmas is at 1,000 since I started with 900 and added 100. Clothing, 200 plus 70 is 270. Electronics, 220 plus 40 is 260. Emergency fund is at 4,000 since I didn't spend nor use any. I didn't add or spend any. Family fund, 110 plus 35 is 145, minus 35 is 110. Oh my goodness. Let's try this again. On to gifts, 40 plus 10 is 50. Health, 370 plus 10 is 380, minus 25 is 355. I'm just going to calculate this one because... Okay, cool. Holidays, 120 plus 20 is 140, minus 30 is 110. Home is 1,390 plus 50 is 1,440. Household, 90 plus 10 is 100. Investing, 100 plus nothing is 100. Medical, 370 plus 40 is 410, minus 40 is 370. Personal spending, 80 plus 30 is 110, minus 40 is 70. Savings should be at 1,000 since we didn't spend nor add anything. School, 3,220 plus 40 is 3,260. Toiletries, 50 plus 20 is 70, minus 35 is 35. And vacation, 960 plus 260 makes it 1,220. And that is all. Let's go ahead and calculate everything. Hopefully everything adds up. So 120 for adventures, 120 for beauty, 350 for birthdays, 1,800 for car insurance, 500 for car maintenance, $70 for car tags, 100 for casino, 1,000 for Christmas, 270 for clothing, 260 for electronics, 4,000 for emergency fund, 110 for family fund, gives has 50, 355 for health, 110 for holidays, 1,440 for home, 100 for household, investing 100, 370 for medical, 70 for personal spending, 10,000 for savings, $3,260 for school, toiletries $35, and $1,220 for vacation. Gives me a total of $25,810. And I'm just hoping, I don't think it adds up. I don't know why. 25,260 plus 1030 minus 480. Oh, it does add up. I was thinking that I was not going to add up just because since I had written down the wrong number for savings, I thought that was going to mess up my whole thing, but it did not. Everything is accurate. So now the last thing to do is I'm going to go through my binders and count everything and make sure that everything matches what I have on my planner. Okay, so here I have my first binder. Let's go ahead and count all of my envelopes. So we are going to start off with adventures, and adventures should have 120. We have 100, 10, 15, 20. And it's so weird to have nails on because I haven't had nails on in a couple of months. So counting the money is a little bit weird. Even writing is weird. Beauty should have 120, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, and 20. Birthdays should be at 350. So 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Car insurance should be at 1,800. We have 1,500 in the bank. 56, 57, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95. No. 6, 7, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 800. So 1,800. Car maintenance is at 500. Everything is in the bank for car maintenance. Car tag should be at 70. So 50, 60, and 70. On to casino, it should be at 100. 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. On to Christmas, it should be at 1,000. We have 500 in the bank. 6, 7, 8, 15, 9, 50, and 1,000. Moving on to clothing, it should have 270, 150, 70, 90, 210, 220. 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 60, 70. And then electronics should have 260. So 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Emergency fund is at 4,000 in the bank. Family fun should be at 110, 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, and 10. Moving on to gifts, it should be at 50, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. That is all for this binder. Moving on to the next one. On to health. Health should be at 355, 1, 2, 3, 55. Holidays is next, and holidays should be at 110, and it does have 110. On to home, it should be at 1,440. So we have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40. $1,000 of this is in the bank. That's why I have a placeholder. On to household. Household should have 100, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. And then this one, I'm going to pause it at 100, and I will not add anything unless I use some. 100 is good for now. Investing should be at 100. We have 50, 70, 90, 90, 95, and 100. And this one, I am pausing it for the rest of the year. Once January comes, and I'll resume this one. On to medical, it should be at 370, 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, and 70. Personal spending should be at 70, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, and 70. And then on to school. School has 3,000 in the bank. This should be 260, 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. On to toiletries. Toiletries should be at 35, so 20, 30, and 5. And then vacation should be at 1,220. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, and 20. So 1,220 is correct. And then savings is in the bank. Everything is like in the bank. I do have a placeholder in, I think, my saving challenge binder of $10,000 since that money is not in cash. Other than that, that is all for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.